Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading for the 15th to the 21st of April 2024. If your sun, moon or ascendant is in the sign of Pisces in your astrological birth chart, then this reading may apply for you in full or in part. And we're going to be looking at something from your past, some present energies you might be feeling. And then we're going to look at something you may not be aware of and a possible outcome or outcomes. Then I will grab some oracle cards for your spirit guidance and a galactic heritage card at the end as well. And you're on Galactic Soul Healing. My name's Sonia Jane. Did I say that? I did. Anywho, let's grab and also remember to take what resonates and please discard the rest. Okay. And I'm just going to cut the deck here and we will grab 3 off the top. So this might be something from your past, maybe recent past or a bit further back. And, okay. Right. So, so something's happened here, hasn't it? Something's happened recently or maybe a little while back. And, you know, it kind of probably put you in a bit of a holding space to just kind of take stock again, whether that was related to your job or a relationship or, some sort of connection, or it may have been something within you that often the 3 of Swords is about that connection between thoughts and feelings, heart and mind. So it may be something that you internally needed to process, or that's something that you'd come up into your awareness about your thinking or about your feeling states, that you just decided to, look, I'm just going to take some time out here. The interesting thing with the 5 of Pentacles is that it's about something being offered to you, Pisces, but you are either not aware that it's being offered to you, or you are aware that it's being offered, but you're choosing to not accept it at that time. So it could be that you really just needed alone time to kind of process that, and that you weren't kind of up to or ready for, to look at perhaps other things that were on offer to you at the time. So perhaps you may have missed an opportunity of some sort, or, I mean, if that doesn't resonate, that certainly doesn't, you know, nothing that I say is set in stone, of course, it's all flexible, right? So you may or may not have missed an opportunity, but it's almost like there have been some energies around you that have been wanting to come forward, but for whatever reason, you know, life happens, for whatever reason, it wasn't time, it hasn't been time. But it could just mean that, you know, maybe you are now taking the time to just sort of consider what those offers are, possibly. And like I said, you know, take what resonates with regard to that. Let's just see what your present energies are. Sorry, I'm just going to shuffle one more time and then we'll cut this. Because, yeah, it's like you've taken some time out just recently for some reason, which can be a good thing, of course. Okay, so we have, wow, this is Judgment. This is the transformational card, okay? So these, whatever happened that sort of put you into a bit of a holding space, if you don't feel that it's transformational, it is having a transformational effect on your energy field and on your capacity to move forward on your spiritual path, okay? And you may be feeling, this is kind of a card of contentment, celebration. It can be a call to, 4 of Wands can be a call to lighten up or add some fun things into life. So if you, so it could be that as well. Maybe, you know, getting some passion activating and some, maybe this is what you're doing at the moment. You're working on activating your passions. Or it could even be a new relationship, couldn't it? A new connection, due to this transformational energy here. And maybe you are at the moment going through an inner transformation, but you are taking time to kind of, you're feeling that you want to move forward with your spirituality and your concept of who you are and what your soul is about. And this may be, maybe this is being put on hold. I kind of get that feeling because it's falling directly under the Five of Pentacles, which is someone that's offering something to you, but you're sort of saying it's not time yet. So, you know, yeah. So you are, you know, the judgment or transformation, sorry, the awakening card is directly under your taking time out, okay? So presently, and, you know, take what resonates. It may be one or a couple of those themes that I just mentioned. So you might be it may be that you're just moving into a spiritual area of your life. You're looking at it, and perhaps you've, some energy has come through. And I always keep mentioning the solar eclipse in almost every reading just this week because, you know, we've all undergone shifts because of that. So it's almost like you felt that energy, and it has changed you on the inside, and it's causing you or guiding you to move forward with something spiritual that you've been looking, that you're already kind of a little bit involved in, but maybe you're going to be putting more effort into it now. And yeah, and it could be that maybe this energy moving forward, it could be working in nicely with this, or maybe these two are a little bit at odds. Like maybe you have this side of you that you just kind of want to be content, you want things to stay as they are, but this could be like moving into joy, okay? So it might be that as a result of this will kind of occur for you. But, you know, please take what resonates. Yeah, so there's been some things going on. Let's check your something that you may need to be aware of. Okay. Right, and we'll see how this fits in. So what you may need to be aware of is, yeah, so you're going to be getting some clarity, okay? And here we have the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So what you may not be aware of is that, you know, if you've recently kind of been in this thing, you're going to get clarity as a result of that. But also that you're in an awakening phase. So you will start activating and being more active with that. You know, and you will sort of be getting more clearer about what you're doing. The King of Swords that's sort of about, this is always a card about speaking your truth as well. It's about being clear and communicating, okay? So it may be that, and the King of Swords is directly under here, so it may be that when you move out of that phase of just needing to go within to process and acclimatise to the new energies or whatever it is, when you come out of that, you're going to feel, and with your awakening, you're going to feel like you're going to be able to communicate, and this is about your personal truth. And then you'll be able to move forward here with activating and manifesting your truth and what you're going to communicate outward as well. And it's also looking like spiritually you would lean towards something that is going to be practically creative as part of your spiritual practice. It's kind of what it looks like here. Is something else that you may not be aware of. Well, yeah, is that spirituality can be practical. It doesn't necessarily just have to be meditation in the mind, okay? You can do anything with mindfulness and with intent and connection to source, connecting to your higher self. And even if you're sharing time and space with others, that can be spiritual as well. But it's also nice to do some alone time for spiritual practice, okay? Just to really calm the mind and not have any other inputs coming in for a little while. Let's look at some possible outcome or outcomes. And we'll just grab 3. Sorry, that's 4. I'm taking the bottom. I don't know what it was, so I'll just grab the top 3. And wow, here we go. We have the Queen of Swords. So that's interesting because we have the, Queen and King of Swords. This is always a beautiful blend of heart and mind, okay, the water and air. And, that could be something that you are, well, obviously here, the 3 of Swords, that's kind of been, that's more like this, the sword energy kind of being out of balance, or the mind energy being out of balance. But here you're going to bring your heart energy into it as well. So this is the Death, which is always rebirth, as these mermaids are doing here. They are bringing up the turtles to be treated and fixed. So it's rebirth. And here we have the 9 of Cups, which is kind of nice because the 9 of Cups is about that fulfillment. And really feeling like, that you've achieved a lot of things. Like you've looked internally at your emotions and you've understood them better, and you're kind of in a better place with how you're feeling. Sometimes it can be a warning against what's the word? Like settling for, just a bit like the self-satisfaction. So sometimes when it's like you can feel a certain way, but you keep it to yourself. That can be a kind of energy of 9 of Cups. But so it's not that overflowing. It's not as so much an overflowing type of happiness. It's more like, oh, okay, yep. So I've got my, my ducks in a row and I'm feeling better. Okay, but that's still a positive outcome. Okay, it's a great outcome. And that's from, this transformation. So you could literally be feeling like that you've gone through a metaphorical death, so to speak, but you're coming back to life in a way. Okay. And this is that heart and mind balance that's probably going to be the thing that gets you there through the rebirth. And it's also a hint to really acknowledge your heart in this whole process, okay? So, and then you've gone from, so what was you weren't able to look at, that you weren't ready to look at, is probably this energy here of the 3 of Pentacles, is that, you are finally like getting some abundance and you're reaping the rewards in terms of you've gone through an awakening and you've got in touch with your spiritual connection, and you'll be able to open up to those things, those energies that are around you and willing to help you and support you and help you to keep that beautiful high frequency that you have. I also have here for you a Fairy Wisdom Oracle. So let's pop one of those out and we will see. And I really love that 3 of Pentacles in there too, because that's really like this high frequency, earth connection with the high frequency beings. They're the little fairies or pixies or whatever they are. And so let's grab, wow, Shaman. Just as I was shuffling that, I was almost picked this up and I was like, well, this card here, it may actually be you in the boat, and maybe you will be helping to kind of bring others back to life, so to speak. Like, I guess I could use the word rescuing, because they're actually rescuing these creatures here. So it's like maybe you will be helping others to do that, Pisces, because you're very intuitive and very insightful. And look here, we have the Shaman, who is a healer, who does usually devotes themselves to to, you know, like a community or to a cause for helping to help people to balance their consciousness or to help raise consciousness or frequency. That's a gorgeous card. I might actually just read that really quickly. I did bring the book here, so let's, that number is 23. And, you know, and sometimes I think, obviously, that the wounded healer is a thing. So sometimes our ability to help others to heal is directly proportional to the amount of hurt that we've been through. And sometimes those people that have been through things make the best healers because they understand and they can empathize with more understanding and compassion with those that are going through challenges. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and don't underestimate yourself and the gifts, talents and abilities that you have within you. Okay, isn't that interesting? It's also saying here the key word is teacher. Okay, the shaman indicates that you are being asked to take the next step in your spiritual development. Ask that you be given a shaman guide to assist you in your journey. This guide will help you become more aware of your own inner teacher. Center yourself, release any fears, and move completely into faith. Tell the universe that you are now ready for the next step in the development of your gifts and understanding. Now allow yourself to be guided. Trust in divine timing. Understand that in every step you take during the journey, you are divinely protected. As you wind your way between the visible and invisible worlds, Shaman will help you to unlock the sacred knowledge that is there for you. If you drew this card, you have the potential to be a spiritual teacher and a guide to others. Prepare yourself by meditating, praying, listening, and reading as much about spirituality as you can, and by taking good care of your mental, emotional, and physical self. Be a good example to others. Remember to leave the ego out of it and to learn and create from the heart. Others may not seem as advanced as you are, but that too could be an illusion. Every person has her own path and timetable for personal growth. All paths lead to the source. Spirit wants only the best for you. And of course, shamanic practice or shamanism may be something that you'd like to look into, you know, if that resonates. And if you haven't already explored that, it may be something you'd like to look into. But that's just gorgeous. And obviously, well, Pisces, you are very intuitive, creative, sensitive sign, and often the sensitive people are the ones that when they do feel, they feel intensely, okay? And sometimes that can then be more challenging to move on from, but don't estimate your ability to move on from whatever, if there has been hurt in your life and you feeling that you need to move on from it. Because you have it within you. Otherwise, you would not have incarnated on earth at this time, because I believe that all of us who are here at this time are just supremely resilient beings, honestly. It just gives me chills every time I think about it. The amount of, can I just say this? The amount of BS and crap that we have been through is absolutely incredible. Like, give yourself a huge pat on the back. Actually, give yourself 10 pats on the back. Pisces, I tell you. Now, Gateway of Light and Activation I have for you now as well. That's gorgeous. Orion activation. Supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. Recreation. Now, I'm also going to pop in here that having a little bit of fun, Pisces, may be of great benefit to you. And, I mean, this may even be what's happening here. This could just be, you know, having a bit of fun. Okay. And yeah, let's read from the book as well with this, because I don't think I've pulled this card before. Orion activation. Okay. I am curious to see what this is. And of course, we're all learning new things and moving into new vistas, so it's great to exercise that little muscle called our brains to be open-minded. Orion is one of the best-known constellations in the night sky. Its name is Greek for hunter, and its stars can be seen as a figure with a sword, accompanied by a dog called Sirius. At the centre of the constellation, 3 stars, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka appear in a belt-like formation. To the south of Orion's belt, there's a nebula that has revealed much about how stars and planetary systems are formed. The best way to describe this space is as a star nursery. During a star's last evolutionary stages, it explodes into a supernova, which provides the perfect space for a new star to be born. Isn't that interesting? We were talking about rebirth here with this card. Sorry, I just got to hold that up. It's literally almost like a rebirth, death and rebirth. The Orion constellation is home to a number of higher beings, many of whom are dedicated to the evolution of our planet. Even though the idea of the constellation being a hunter may make it seem highly masculine, its energies are in fact similar to those of the Lemurians, and its inhabitants therefore honour all beings. The beings of Orion are in fact sacred space holders who help all of those with star power and star potential to make the changes required to become the most ascended and aware form of themselves. And if you are doing shamanic practice, that could be helpful to tap into the Orion Collective for that. So we are all ascending, we are getting upgrades, we are transforming in all ways along with our planet and our atmosphere, and even the animals, everything's upgrading, and we're receiving light codes and all sorts of things, and our DNA is being activated. We're getting new chakras. Well, they're coming on board. They've always been there, but they're just activating more. So let's grab a Galactic Heritage card. Wouldn't it be interesting if the Orion Collective came out here now? It'd be a bit of a snap. Okay, let's see. We will cut the deck and grab one off the top. Zeta Reticuli. Okay, rejecting emotion. Right. Let's have a look. 31. So it's not saying that you have to reject emotion. Okay, we're just going to read what the description says here. Humans have a tendency to avoid pain at all costs. However, our emotions are an important function of being human. If we make choices to avoid emotional pain, we end up rejecting all emotions, including the positive ones. This happened to the Zetas. Life then becomes dull and we feel disconnected from those around us and the universe. Let yourself embrace all emotion, positive and negative, as being a valid part of being human. Let emotions teach you the lessons you need to learn and enrich your life. Zetas learned this lesson too. They then had to relearn emotions from humans. So yeah, that's just saying our emotions are a gift. And really, like I did mention before, that for those of us who have been through a lot, and if we are sensitive signs, then that it means that we have we have the capacity to step up and assist not only ourselves but others down the track if we choose to go on that path. And the other thing too is that healing can take a number of forms, a number of different forms. It doesn't have to be doing a therapy on someone, okay? You can be creative and it can be healing, depending on the vibration of the energy that you're creating itself can be a healing frequency for those who see it or feel it, okay? The other thing too is with emotions I'm just drawing, my consciousness has just been drawn to doing heart chakra meditations. And recently I just posted a video on the Sisterhood of the Rose channeling. In that video contains a meditation, a heart chakra meditation, which is simply visualizing a rose or any flower that you feel resonant with, visualizing that in front of you and then taking it into your heart and then allowing it to expand, okay? And really just meditating on the perfection of the flower, the scent, the color, the aroma, and the divine beauty in it, okay? Rather than using the word perfection, I meant to say, the divine beauty of the flower, because that is what that is what our hearts are. Our hearts are divinely beautiful portals that we are here to receive all of these beautiful energies and to transmit them out through our heart, and therefore we raise the frequency of ourselves and all of those around us as well. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that was helpful, and yeah, I feel like you are definitely going through a rebirth, but you have this beautiful partnership here of your own divine feminine, divine masculine, King and Queen of Swords, which is really interesting because you are a water sign, okay, which is the emotion sign. But with these swords, with this air, you are going to be getting more masterful. You are mastering your mental and becoming more clear on the thoughts, the connection between the thoughts and feelings, and how you can best master those, okay? And you're getting clear, hence your Ace of Swords here. So all in all, fantastic, and I hope you have a lovely day and a beautiful week, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.